And you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. And you know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, many people left the stock market after the crash, and here's why.
Responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
And that's still going on. That's your planner. They don't represent you. They represent themselves, your money manager. But you have to make a change. You can't change them. You make the change. Join my gang, philsgang.com, so that we can take care of you. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com, Phil's Gang Radio Show. You know, we just went through a 1,900-point stock market drop, fastest drop ever in 2 days. Most of you panicked. At Phil's Gang, we didn't look at it as a crash. We looked at it as an opportunity because we were short. Why? Because I was able to teach my students how to read a chart. So in advance, they would know that the market was going to go down. It's all about learning. It's always amazed me how our whole life, someone teaches us to play baseball. Someone teaches us to ski. Someone teaches us how to drive a car. But there's nobody there to teach you how to invest in a stock. And that's where I come. I think I have the best teaching format in the country. Check it out. It's philsgang.com. So you'll be so comfortable. You don't care if the market's going down or the market's going up. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. What is Phil's Gang? Phil'sGang.com is a subscription website service that host Phil Grande has been teaching and providing daily stock investment recommendations for over 15 years, all in the name of making its customers educated investors and helping the kids at St. Jude's Children's Hospital. If you want to take charge of your financial future, then do not wait any longer. For only $49.95, become a Phil's Gang member today. Go to Phil'sGang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
From the perspective of the U.S. economy, I think we've seen continuing signs of strength.
Continuing signs of strength? What are you, nuts? Household spending dropped to its lowest level since 2008. Retail sales dropped to its lowest level in 9 years. Wages to its lowest level in 30 years. Disposable income to its lowest level in 40 years. Home ownership to its lowest level in 30 years. What's he talking about? That's Jack Lew, our Treasury Secretary. We can't trust anything that comes out of Washington or Wall Street. And that's why I want you to join Phil's Gang. My name is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Look, the reason you stay away from the stock market because you're fearful, because no one has taught you how to invest. You go to school to learn how to do math. You go to school to learn how to drive. Why don't you go to school to learn how to invest using charts? Join my gang, philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Our economy has been moving.
Yeah, in the wrong direction. This is the same guy that told us we could keep our doctor and we could keep our health insurance. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Look, I have the best teaching format in the country when it comes to learning how to invest in stocks. People will tell you that. Look, we can't listen to Wall Street. We can't listen to our government. We listen to our charts. That's why you join philsgang.com. Food stamps have exceeded 45 million for 50 straight months. And he's telling us things are good. What are you, nuts?
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of.
We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. Remember, on May 29th and July 28th, I said to short the market. The market was going to experience a correction. How did I know? My PT2. Check it out. This is not a crash for us. We're experiencing a correction because we are now making money on our stocks because we're shorting it. Using our PT2 identify for us when they were pulling their money out, both in May and July, and we were right there to pull our money out too. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Russia is struggling with its biggest budget deficit in 5 years, and the worst recession since 2009. The IMF predicts the economy will shrink by 10% this year and another 6% in 2016.
As we see oil, hit 11-year lows, the stock market goes down. When will we break that, do you think?
Well, again, I think you're absolutely right. In the short term, from minute to minute, hour to hour, even overnight, as goes crude, so goes the stock market. But if you take a look at any protracted period of time, month over month, half year over half year, year over year.
Oh, God, it makes my head hurt. Stop it, will you guys? I mean, it's unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. I am so tired of hearing these phonies. It's unbelievable. They're all experts. Why? If you know when I would call this guy an expert? If he told me a month before oil started to drop that it was going to drop. Now he's an expert. But these guys on these financial shows, they come on after something happens, and they ever notice how they have tonight we're going to have at 4 o'clock the emergency meeting, how oil ended up here. And they bring on, and they say, we got the expert from Forbes, we got the expert from this magazine, expert from here. Let's talk about how it went down. After it goes down, they tell you how it went down. Why didn't they have the announcement of a meeting, say in 3 months, the market's going to crash? And here's why. Or in 6 months, oil is going to plunge by 50%. Here's why. We never see any meetings like that from these guys on Wall Street. Never. Has your planner ever called you and said, oh, you better get out of the market now, because probably about 3 months, the market's going to take a big hit. Did anybody tell you in August, when the market dropped in 3 days, 1,900 points, did anybody call you and tell you it was going to take a big hit? No. Ask my gang if I told them. I did in May. In May, we were prepared for it. It just drives you crazy. It's unbelievable. Oil. This big thing about oil. These guys only cost $5 to get oil out of the ground. They're still making money at $20. Stop being babies about it. Are you kidding? It's unbelievable. Light sweet is easy to extract, and it costs $5 a barrel to get out of the ground. Now, if you take tar oil, that's like well blubber coming out of the ground. It's $20 to get out. Now, who's going to go after that crap? Now, to fuel our lifestyle, to power our lifestyle, I should say, we need 85 million barrels of oil a day. That's 240 million cubic feet of natural gas. We need 14 million tons of coal a day. That's what we need a day. But out of that whole mix, the light sweet is the easiest to get out of the ground, to transport it, to refine it. We just don't have enough of it because it's used for everything. If you think about that light sweet crude, go back to Texas in 1901, 75,000 a day of oil, 75,000 a day, barrels a day, 75,000 barrels a day came out of that ground. And always remember, for every dollar a barrel goes up, your gasoline goes up 3 cents. But all this play about oil. Remember they said they're going to tell us, they told us, boy, with oil coming down, we were going to be in hog heaven. We were going to have so much money, we don't know what to do with it. Well, that didn't work out when you got Obamacare killing you on the other side with premiums. Have you seen our premiums lately? Have anybody seen their premiums this year? We're going into the end of the year. Have you noticed your premiums this year? Do you think pulling up the pump, saving 3 cents, really going to help when you see your premiums? Are you nuts? Yeah, Obama, he was our warrior, all right. Remember Obama all this year? I'm the warrior for the middle class. Some warrior. I championed health care reform. Gee, I wish you didn't do that. Because what you did is punish employers who punished employees. If they grow their business to 50 full-time employees, they get increase in taxes, increase in regulations, increase in everything. They punish the employer. If you start out with 10 people, 20 people, you grow your business to 50. You better not grow your business. You know, I've never seen a president, an administration like this, who disincentivizes a person who gets in businesses. You better not grow your business to 50 employees. Or who says to somebody on welfare that works at Walmart or somewhere, says, if you work too many hours, you better not work too many hours. We're going to take away your food stamps if you work too many hours. Okay, I won't work. Or how about Obamacare? We're going to give you Obamacare absolutely free. You haven't got to pay a thing for it, but you better not work. If we catch you working, no more Obamacare free. Have you ever seen a country built on such stupidity? To actually say to entrepreneurs, don't grow your business beyond 50 full-time employees. Because once you get above 50, everything increases. Regulations increases, taxes increase, everything increases. Health insurance increases, everything. Don't grow your company. So don't grow jobs. What an idiot. What has he championed this year? What has he championed since he's been in office? He hasn't championed jobs. He hasn't focused on jobs. Unbelievable. And 75% of the jobs he does create are for lap dancers, bartenders, and whatever. He's no warrior. He's an idiot. I'll tell you what he's championed. A corrupt administration. A corrupt Congress. And his ideology of socialism. That's what he championed. And that ideology is rooted in this great dream where everything is fair. Everything's got to be fair. All things are equal. Every kid on the baseball team gets an award. Everybody on the team gets the most valuable player award. Every kid in class gets an A. But what that dope failed to recognize, thank God we're getting rid of him. Under our independence, Declaration of Independence, it's not about fairness. I don't think he ever read it. It's not about fairness, but equality and personal responsibility. I know he's never run it. He's never read it. Because if he read it, he'd understand it's about personal responsibility. But he doesn't want people to take personal responsibility in anything. It's unbelievable. Oh, and he loves to hide behind that Fifth Amendment. He loves hiding behind that. But then he tramples our First Amendment. What a phony. But where are we now? I'll tell you what he's championed. He has championed a perfect storm that's brewing right now. He's championed a perfect storm that's going to be such a stock market crash, going to be worse than the two last crashes combined, and he's championed a total destruction of this economy. That's what this guy has championed in the last 8 years. This is what he's championed. This is what he's championed. And we're seeing all the signs right now. And when we get back, I'll give you these signs. I'll tell you what the signs are. It's 15 past the hour here at Phil's Gang. Join my gang. Subscribe. 877-600-4264.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com, Phil's Gang Radio Show. You know, we just went through a 1,900-point stock market drop, fastest drop ever in 2 days. Most of you panicked. At Phil's Gang, we didn't look at it as a crash. We looked at it as an opportunity because we were short. Why? Because I was able to teach my students how to read a chart, so in advance, they would know that the market was going to go down. It's all about learning. It's always amazed me, our whole life. Someone teaches us to play baseball. Someone teaches us to ski. Someone teaches us how to drive a car. But there's nobody there to teach you how to invest in a stock. And that's where I come in. I think I have the best teaching format in the country. Check it out. It's philsgang.com. So you'll be so comfortable. You don't care if the market's going down or the market's going up. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
Generally agree that monetary policy was not the main reason for the housing bubble.
What are you, nuts? Of course, monetary policy was the reason for the housing bubble. That's Ben Bernanke. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. He's lying. Listen to this. In December 2000, interest rates were 6.5%. Within the next 30 months, Bernanke dropped them down to 1%. Because of that, mortgage originations grew from 1.5 trillion to 5 trillion. That was by the end of 2003. The housing bubble was inflated, and it was continued being fueled by his policies, which eventually we saw mortgages that grew from 28 trillion mortgage to 50 trillion. He lied. But here's the important thing. We were able to take advantage of that here at Phil's Gang, and we were able to make money because of it. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. Remember, on May 29th and July 28th, I said to short the market. The market was going to experience a correction. How did I know? My PT2. Check it out. This is not a crash for us. We're experiencing a correction because we are now making money on our stocks because we're shorting it. Using our PT2 identified for us when they were pulling their money out, both in May and July, and we were right there to pull our money out too. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG.
Do you think gold is money?
No.
Gold's not money? You got to be kidding. That's Ron Paul asking Ben Bernanke. And of course, Ben Bernanke lied. Of course, gold is money. But here's what he doesn't want you to know. They've been suppressing gold, trying to push gold down because it competes with the dollar. The Federal Reserve doesn't sell gold. They sell dollars. Gold competes. Gold will dictate in a free market where interest rates should be. That's the last thing they want, because they manipulate interest rates. Now, has your broker told you that? Has your planner told you that? No. Well, I told my gang that. I explained it to them, and we positioned ourselves to be in a perfect position for gold and copper as it dropped. That's why you want to join my gang, Phil's Gang. We're right on top of this. philsgang.com. Join today. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, this last 1,900-point drop in the stock market scared everybody. They called it a crash. But here at Phil's Gang, we call it an opportunity. Why? Because I taught my students how to read a chart. And here's the problem in this industry. You go somewhere to learn how to drive a car, but you never go anywhere to learn how to invest in a stock. Well, you'll do that here at Phil's Gang. Join my gang, philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. At philsgang.com, we promote core technicals and chart analysis that enables each Phil's Gang member to be the best investor they can be. At philsgang.com, stock investing is defined in detail by the Phil's Gang standards. Working together, we achieve our goals and ultimately provide a truly unique profit-taking experience for our members. This is what philsgang.com does, and no one does it better than the off-the-Wall Street maverick, Phil Grande. For over 15 years, Phil coaches and teaches that stock investing diversity goes beyond fundamentals and stories. We believe that amazing things happen when people invest in themselves by following Phil's format and recommendations. At philsgang.com, we believe in the desire to embrace, build, and deliver on our core values and promises. And for over 15 years, Phil Grande has delivered on that promise. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Let's take a look at the stock market. Let's go to Stock Corner.
Stock Corner is brought to you by the Phil's Gang video channel. Go to philsgang.com, click on the video channel graphic, and check out Phil's free videos on the market, economy, and current events.
Okay, first, let me give you my phone number, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-GANG, or 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Call that number and subscribe. Try it for a month. We're starting a new year, and I believe 2016 is going to be the year, after 9 years of this perfect storm. These clouds have gathered over 9 years, and the perfect storm is there, and it's just ready to let loose. Taking the economy down, taking this whole country down, including the stock market. The stock market go down as much as, if we go back to the 6,900 lows on the Dow, which we can, that's where the financial engineering started with accounting rule changes. We can go all the way back to there. And if we do, that's a 70% drop. We can at least guarantee a 50% drop. I can guarantee you that. Why? History tells us that. But is anybody talking to you about this? Very few people. Very few. There's probably, I don't know, maybe a handful. Certainly not your planner. Certainly not anybody on CNBC. And it's interesting. I'm watching today the market, and it's a typical year-end market. How they screw their people, the portfolios, the 401k people. In the last couple of days of the year, what they do is they take the stocks that are in almost everybody's portfolio, like the four horsemen, like Amazon, Google, and all the brokerage houses get together. They get together and they say, let's all buy Amazon today. Let's all buy Google today. Let's push these stocks up. So when we close the books at midnight, the end of the year, we'll have window dress these portfolios. And when people get their reports, it'll look so good, and people don't realize it's been rigged to the upside through window dressing. Take a look today. It's interesting. If you looked at Amazon, look at the beautiful window dressing in 2 days. In 2 days, it went from $664 to $693. $664 to $693. It's that's probably about almost a 4.3, say 5% gain. They haven't had a 5% gain since going all the way back to November 11th. November 11th. So now today they decide to window dress. Of course. Here's another one. Google. Another nice. Almost went up the exact same amount. 751 to 778. 3.6, almost 4%. So here you got Google and Amazon and everybody's portfolio, and they're pumping it up between about 4% in 1 day. And both of these since November have not been able to go up and hold. Just today. Then what they do is they unravel them when they come back and say, this is the nonsense you don't need. See, here's what's really bothered me. We talked about the storm that's gathered. Well, the storm that's gathered, we have the signs. The big sign that's taken down this economy and finally going to take down this stock market is debt. We have current debt, we have unfunded debt, and we have a big one, margin debt. There is so much debt in this country, it's incredible. We've never ever seen in the stock market ever so few people in the market with so much debt called margin debt. Never have we seen that in the history of this market. So few people in this market borrowing so much money. They've borrowed the borrowing of money called margin. Go borrow money to put in the stock market. You borrow money to play the stock market. Increase 600% to move the stock market up 200%. That's called the bubble. Let me say that again. They've increased their borrowing by 600%. We've never seen that before. And we have the fewest people in the market. That's the key right there. Fewest people in the market, and they increased the borrowing at 600%, and it drove the stock market up 200%. How do you think the stock market got up 200%? That's called margin. Margin debt. They also financially engineered this market, remember, by printing money. The $5 trillion they gave to companies when their earnings were dropping, their stock prices were going to drop, but to make sure their stock prices didn't drop when their earnings did, they gave them the money to buy their own shares back. They pumped in over $3 trillion directly into the market during QE 1, 2, and 3. And this is how we got this 200% rally, plus, of course, the huge borrowing of margin debt. You know why you know why we're going to have such a correction in this market and this economy, why it's all fake? It's all coming about because of what? Laziness. Remember this?
Laziness.
You're lazy?
You know, it's interesting. There is a deep down underneath all the work I do, I think there's a laziness in me.
Yeah, and it's that laziness that became relevant. That laziness became relevant when Obama decided he would no longer fuel our growth through productivity. Because that's hard. That's a lot of work. Instead, because he's lazy, he decided to take the easy way out by using a credit card. Increased our debt. Spent on social programs, green energy, all this crap. None of the money even went to Main Street. Propping up the banks, none of it went to Main Street. It was his laziness that has created this storm. For if he was working on productivity and jobs, we wouldn't be here today facing one of the biggest stock market crashes ever. And we have the signs, starting with debt, starting with 70 million baby boomers taking out $50 trillion, the dollar collapsing, job loss, housing gone. You'll see when we get back. Join my gang, Phil's gang, so we can take advantage of it with me.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Middle-class economics works.
Works? Where? Show me where it works. You tell us the unemployment rate is 5.1%, and you only get to 5.1% by making sure people don't have a job. Think of August. August, the unemployment rate went down to 5.1% because 200,000 people couldn't find a job. If they found a job, our unemployment rate would be at 10%. Isn't this amazing? Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Aren't you sick of this stuff? Aren't you sick of these politicians? They keep lying to us. You know, Wall Street does too. And how many times have you said, boy, I hate Wall Street. I hate the stock market. But that's the best place in the world to make money. But you need a lesson. You need a lesson on how to invest. That's where I come in. Join my gang, philsgang.com. It's the best teaching format in the country when you want to learn how to invest in stocks. philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
generally agree that monetary policy was not the main reason for the housing bubble.
What are you, nuts? Of course, monetary policy was the reason for the housing bubble. That's Ben Bernanke. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. He's lying. Listen to this. In December 2000, interest rates were 6.5%. Within the next 30 months, Bernanke dropped them down to 1%. Because of that, mortgage originations grew from 1.5 trillion to 5 trillion. That was by the end of 2003. The housing bubble was inflated, and it was continued being fueled by his policies, which eventually we saw mortgages that grew from 28 trillion mortgage to 50 trillion. He lied. But here's the important thing. We were able to take advantage of that here at Phil's Gang, and we were able to make money because of it. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Generally agree that monetary policy was not the main reason for the housing bubble.
What are you, nuts? Of course, monetary policy was the reason for the housing bubble. That's Ben Bernanke. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. He's lying. Listen to this. In December 2000, interest rates were 6.5%. Within the next 30 months, Bernanke dropped them down to 1%. Because of that, mortgage originations grew from 1.5 trillion to 5 trillion. That was by the end of 2003. The housing bubble was inflated, and it was continued being fueled by his policies, which eventually we saw mortgages that grew from 28 trillion mortgage to 50 trillion. He lied. But here's the important thing. We were able to take advantage of that here at Phil's Gang, and we were able to make money because of it. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Be sure to watch the Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grande, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on various devices like smartphones, tablets, your computer, and more. Get free access to the Phil's Gang Show right in your hands at home or on the go. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and click on the Listen Live link. And we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of Phil's Gang. You know, on May 29th, I warned that a stock market crash was coming. I also warned in July. Both times, I was watching my technology, my PT2 chart, and it turned from green to red. Both in May and July, we had substantial warnings. We saw the industrials fall. We saw that the market, the Chinese market was falling, was getting worse. Oil was falling. Copper was falling. Everything was falling. But again, CNBC was telling you, hey, things are cheap. Diversify. Everything's wonderful. But my chart was giving me something different. And on both those occasions, both in May and July, I told my gang, let's short the stock market now, because my PT2 chart indicated a sell-off was coming in. And we did. And we had a wonderful ride all the way down. Join my gang, Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
AMVA, and I've lost over 30K on it, but it had excellent earnings the last several quarters, and if they make the cameras and drone equipment, I don't know why it's so weak these days.
It's so weak these days because you don't pay attention to what they make. You don't care about their earnings. The problem is the institutions are pulling their money out, and that's all you need to know, and that's what we identify in the chart, and that's why I become a Phil's Gang member.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, I love being a contrarian. People are going to say, what's he talking about? Stock market's going to crash. The economy's doing terrific. Economy's doing terrific. Doesn't he listen to Yellen? Economy's doing great. Well, you don't understand. She was lying about that. Because, see, the dollar is important to Yellen. They sell dollars. And everybody knew all over the world that our economy was collapsing. So they took big short positions, $9 trillion in short positions all over the world, especially European investors. They kept on pushing this dollar down because they knew when the economy goes bad, the dollar goes bad. When the economy collapses, the dollar falls. So they were going to do a short play, $9 trillion, and that's bad for her. Because when the dollar goes down, gold goes up. When gold goes up, she loses all control over setting interest rates. Gold will then set the interest rates, not her. She loses her printing machine. So she had to force those shorts to buy their stock back to push the dollar back up. And the dollar's going to collapse. And gold's going to go through the roof when it happens. She prevented it. Why did she do that? Because she knew that you had $9 trillion in money betting the dollar was going to go down. So she said, I'll fix them. I'll come out. I'll lie for the next year. I'll come on every day and say, boy, the economy is looking good. Housing's booming. Everything's back. We're going to raise rates. Then we get to that point. Well, we'll do it next month. We'll do it next month. In the meantime, it was working. Because she said to everybody in the world, look how crappy the world is. There's no place you can hide. No matter where you go in the world, the economy sucks. That meltdown in 2009 was not the United States. It was the global economy. She said, I'll take advantage of it. I'll lie and say we're the only economy that's doing well. Everybody will come over here to buy our stocks, buy our bonds, and what do? They can't buy it in their currencies. They got to buy it in U.S. currency, so they sell their currency, buy our dollar. What happens? Dang, dollar goes up. The people who are shorting got to buy their stock, got to buy the dollar back. Boom, it goes up 30%. Everybody says, well, look how strong the dollar is. What are you, nuts? Here's another thing I like. They're talking about now that they raised rates, the uncertainty. What uncertainty? I know what's going to go on. And we're going to be ahead of it. We're going to be ahead. Just like today, Walmart. About 4 weeks ago, I looked at my chart and I gave everybody, I said, let's put an advance order on Walmart. I think it's going to go up. And it got filled today. It's all about anticipating. You got to be able to anticipate. These guys don't anticipate. After something happens, they tell you how smart they are. They knew it was going to happen. Ever notice that? Here, watch. Listen to this.
Absolutely. There's going to be lots of uncertainties. But the biggest uncertainty that we unwound was the Fed. And certainly having the Fed begin its more normalization process is going to unlock quite a bit of opportunity. I think there was an overhang of concern and uncertainty as it relates to the Fed. And taking that one off the table is going to be a big one. That being said, we still have a lot of uncertainty out there.
Unlock opportunity. Then he goes on and says, we're going to unlock opportunity in housing. We're going to unlock. I didn't notice any big change. Did you have to unlock? Unlock opportunity in housing, he says later on. What's he, nuts? I'll tell you what you're going to unlock. If you're enjoying a home right now with a mortgage, a $300,000 mortgage, okay, and let's say you have a interest rate of 4%. Let's say your payment's about $1,500 a month. I'll tell you what they're going to unlock. Now that she's raising rates, she's not going to have any choice but keep raising them. And when the rates go back up from 4% to 6%, then you know what's going to happen? To keep that same payment of $1,500 a month, you got to drop that mortgage down by 32%. Or you got to drop the price of your house by 32%. Let me say this again. If you have a house that you have a mortgage of $300,000, the house is worth $300,000, and you are paying a 4% interest rate, and you're making payments of $1,500 a month, when the rates go back up from 4% to 6%, that mortgage, to keep that same payment at $1,500, you're going to have to reduce your payment, your mortgage by 32%. You're going to have to reduce by $90,000 that mortgage you got to keep that same payment. That's not unlocking what? It's unlocking hell and fury. What are you talking about? So let's get down to business. Let me give you my number, 877-600-GANG. And all I ask, if I help you, you help St. Jude. The subscription is $49.95. Try it for 1 month. If you don't think I make a big difference in your life, then send me some hate mail at the end of the month. All right. We know that the biggest problem with this country is it has too much debt. Way too much debt. We have our current debt. That's our $19 trillion. That's debt that we have funded and we have the money for. Then we have unfunded debt. Over $200 trillion in unfunded debt. Are you nuts? $200 trillion in unfunded debt? You got to be crazy. It's unfunded. We don't have any funding for it. So if we take the current debt of $19 trillion, that you and I owe $56,000 apiece. You say, well, nobody sent me a bill. Oh, yes, they did. Go look at the milk. What you're paying for milk, what you're paying for groceries, what you're paying for insurance, what you're paying for everything. It's gone up, hasn't it? Sure has. So you're paying. So that's how you pay it. I can't believe people who are that dumb when somebody says, do you know that we owe $19 trillion in our current debt? That means each one of us owns $56,000. Oh, I never have to pay that. That has nothing to do with me. Of course it does. What do you think? The price of everything goes up. Now, the unfunded debt is the one we got to be careful about. $210 trillion. Unfunded Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, unemployment compensation, food stamps, so forth. Each one of us owes $658,000 per person. Everyone in our family. That's on top of the $56,000. And what do we have? And we have little cutesy here. Where's that dope? The one from where is she? So she said yesterday, well, we're in great shape.
Americans are where the Democratic Party is, where Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders and Martin O'Malley are, wanting to continue the economic prosperity that we've been able to create.
Create economic prosperity? Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that funded liability of $19 trillion, which each one of us owes $56,000, unfunded liability of $210 trillion, that's prosperity? What are you, crazy? That's what's going to take this market down. That's not counting the $3.7 trillion we pushed the market. Remember how we pushed the market up? Not only did we push the market up with the $5.7 trillion we printed and we gave to companies so they buy their own stock back, then we also printed another $3.7 trillion to push the stocks back up. But then remember what I just told you. The amount of money that's being borrowed to push the market up increased by 600%. We never seen anything like that. That's what pushed the stock market up. That's why the market's up 200%. So that's called margin debt. Remember I just told you the margin debt went up 600%? So now let's think about it. We got the margin debt that we got sitting out there. And guess what happens with that margin debt? The stock market for 9 months have not been able to go up. You want to know why? Because they can't increase the margin debt anymore. It's already gone up 600%. What has pushed the market up 200% besides the QE? The $5 trillion, the $3 trillion, and the $5 billion. What pushed the stock market up? The biggest thing is this margin debt. People borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and kept buying stocks. And when I talk people, I'm not talking retail customers. I'm talking hedge funds. 200% the market went up on that kind of borrowing. Now, when the market starts going down, see, the market has not been able to go up. It stopped. It stopped that after 9 years, this market cannot go up anymore because they cannot push the margin debt up anymore. The debt is up 600%. What are they going to do? Push it up another 800%? What are you, nuts? They can't. And here's the problem when you do that. When you borrow all that money, the hedge funds increase their borrowing by 600% to buy stocks. That means the normal PE ratio of the S&P 500. Now, the normal value is at 16. That's a good value, normal value. You know where we are because of that? We're up to 27. Now, the PE measures the price, the value of the stock's earnings, its profits. What's those values? That's what it measures. So the bottom line is we have paid every stock out there right now is overpriced 50%. Now, explain when I get back. Join my gang right now so you're going to be on the right side of this when it happens. You'll be with me when this thing cracks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Do you think gold is money?
No. Gold's not money? You got to be kidding. That's Ron Paul asking Ben Bernanke. Of course, Ben Bernanke lied. Of course, gold is money. But here's what he doesn't want you to know. They've been suppressing gold, trying to push gold down because it competes with the dollar. The Federal Reserve doesn't sell gold. They sell dollars. Gold competes. Gold will dictate in a free market where interest rates should be. That's the last thing they want because they manipulate interest rates. Now, has your broker told you that? Has your planner told you that? No. Well, I told my gang that. I explained it to them, and we positioned ourselves to be in a perfect position for gold and copper as it dropped. That's why you want to join my gang, Phil's Gang. We're right on top of this. philsgang.com. Join today. philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Our economy has been moving.
Yeah, in the wrong direction. This is the same guy that told us we could keep our doctor and we could keep our health insurance. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Look, I have the best teaching format in the country when it comes to learning how to invest in stocks. People will tell you that. Look, we can't listen to Wall Street. We can't listen to our government. We listen to our charts. That's why you join philsgang.com. Food stamps have exceeded 45 million for 50 straight months, and he's telling us things are good. What are you, nuts?
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
From the perspective of the U.S. economy, I think we've seen continuing signs of strength.
Continuing signs of strength? What are you, nuts? Household spending dropped to its lowest level since 2008. Retail sales dropped to its lowest level in 9 years. Wages to its lowest level in 30 years. Disposable income to its lowest level in 40 years. Home ownership to its lowest level in 30 years. What's he talking about? That's Jack Lew, our Treasury Secretary. We can't trust anything that comes out of Washington or Wall Street. And that's why I want you to join Phil's Gang. My name is Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Well, the reason you stay away from the stock market because you're fearful, because no one has taught you how to invest. You go to school to learn how to do math. You go to school to learn how to drive. Why don't you go to school to learn how to invest using charts? Join my gang, philsgang.com, the best teaching format in the country when it comes to stocks.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. You know, everybody, the hot stocks Apple or Google, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. What people don't understand is every stock is the same. If the institutions buy it, it goes up. If they don't, it goes down. It doesn't matter the name. That's why we use charts to identify money in, money out. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
They just told us right away that we're going to house you, we're going to feed you, and every single one of his medical bills is just all taken care of.
Saber que el tratamiento es completamente gratis nos quita una preocupación de encima.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes. And that's what makes St. Jude so magical.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Doctors send us the toughest cases to be treated at St. Jude, and our patients come from all over the world.
When we come here, they told me, don't worry, everything's been taken care of. We could never repay St. Jude for what they've given us.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti.
Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. This segment is brought to you by Phil's Talking Trader Stock Charts.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, we're talking about the perfect storm, why the market will crash, most likely in 2016, and my gang will be on the right side of the transaction, just like when we had that big collapse, 3-day 1,900-point collapse in August. We were short already. We will be positioned. We follow the same 6 major stocks every day. We know these stocks, 5 stocks every day. We know these stocks. We know them so well. Now, here's what's happening. Because of all this debt, the current debt, 19 trillion, the unfunded debt, now we got the margin debt in the market. This is what kills the stock market. This is what happened in 2000, remember. In 2009, the market dropped 50%, right where we are right now. Listen to me, please. The historic, think about this. We have right now the S&P. It has what they call a PE ratio. Okay, the PE ratio or its value should be 16. The PE means the value of the stocks, of its earnings, should be rated at 16. Okay, therefore, it should have a fair value of $100. which means it will take 16 years for the stock's earnings to equal its price of 100. And that's fair. But because of this massive 600% increase in borrowing money, the Fed has allowed this and printed and gave all this money to the Wall Street hedge funds to buy stocks. These aren't retail customers. These are hedge funds to buy the S&P. It's PE price. The value is not 16, went to 27. It shoots up artificially to 27. It's inflated up to 27. That means this stock is trading right now today at $203. The fair value is 100. The difference between 100 and 203 is the bubble. It's 50%. It will take 27 years for the stock earnings or profits to equal its inflated price of 203. Are you nuts? This is exactly what happened when the stock market crashed in 1999 and 2007. And we weren't up 600%. The amount of money did not increase 600% in 1999 and 2007, called margin money. It increased about 400%. But yet the market crashed at 400%. It's at 600%. They're holding it up. The Federal Reserve is doing everything they can to hold it up, put a steel I-beam under it. It won't last. It's not sustainable. So you want to be in the position for the first time in your life when the stock market drops. You did not catch the drop in the dot-com, did you? Did you? You did not catch the dot-com in the housing financial con, did you? But by God, you're going to catch this one because we're going to be ahead of it. See, nobody at Wall Street will give you these numbers I'm giving you. They wouldn't have a job. Now listen to what I just told you. Now listen to Wall Street, what they tell you.
Well, what we know ends economic cycles is not the Fed raising rates, and it's not old age. It's excesses. And we're not seeing excesses.
We have not seen excesses. A 600% increase in borrowing the hedge funds to buy stocks with a PE ratio inflated now in an excess of from 16 to 27. And here's the problem. When the market starts to crack, because there's so few, we've never seen so few in the market who borrowed so much money. That means when they start dumping, they're going to get their margin calls. They'll get a call. As soon as the stock goes down, it will go down so fast they'll say, okay, you owe me $1 million. I want that $1 million paid today. He doesn't have a check to write for $1 million, so what does he do? He liquidates. And these stocks will drop so fast. That's why we can go down to 70%. We can have a drop of 70% right down to where the market started in 2009 on the way back up when they rigged the banks. So when you look at all the debt, the unfunded debt, the current debt, and the big one is the margin debt in the stock market, jobs. You know what's going to happen? In the last crash in 2008, when prices started to drop in the stock market, how many jobs were hurt? People were laid off. This time it's going to be 3 times the amount of jobs, 4 times the amount of jobs. You know why? Because the stock market, where it went up, the stock market should have corrected itself in 2012. The same place that the dot-com corrected, and the same place that the housing con corrected. But when it came to the same point where the housing con and dot-com corrected, this is when they came in and rigged the market, financially engineered it, and said, we're going to print all this money. We're not going to loan money to Main Street. We're going to give all this money to Wall Street, to hedge funds that keep propping the stock market up. You keep borrowing, and they did. Now there's a problem. And the same thing we got is with the boomers. Nobody's talking about the boomers. $50 trillion. Every 8 hours, a boomer retires. 10 million boomers a day. They're going to be taken out of this economy about $50 trillion because they're not working anymore. They're not paying taxes anymore. They're not contributing anymore. They cut back. So that's another problem we have for this economy. You know how they tell you, remember last year they said, oh, it was the weather. Remember it was spring? They had the big snowstorm. Oh, it was the weather. That's why the economy was slow. Oh, it was the weather. How many times did we hear it was the weather? They lied. It wasn't the weather. The biggest problem we were having back then was not the weather. It was the baby boomers are starting to hit quick now. They're starting to hit now. There's 70 million of them. They're all starting to retire. That's $50 trillion is going to be taken out of the economy. Now you couple that You couple that with all with the lousy jobs we have. Think of the jobs. Are you kidding? Look at the jobs we've lost. So the amount of jobs that are going to be lost this time compared to the .com and housing con is going to be incredible. It's going to be 3-4 times more. And your house, I talked to you about this yesterday. Your house, you think you look on your appraisal and the house went up 15-20%. No, it didn't. That's all phony too. You ever notice when you go to buy a house? I just said about my neighbor's guy. He's trying to buy this house. He's in his third appraisal. Third appraisal to try to buy a house. See, they know that this housing market was phony, the appreciation, because it came about, as I told you yesterday, it came about by hedge funds. Again, more debt, 7.5 billion in debt. They went out and borrowed again at zero interest to buy 200,000. I'm sorry, that was just Blackstone. There's 250,000. There's 3 hedge funds. They borrowed $12 billion to buy 225,000 houses to rent. And when they bought all those houses, that was a fake appreciation. Like I told you yesterday, if you got you think you got equity in your house, take it out right now. I don't care if you put it under your mattress or if you're smart, short the market when we tell you to short it. Look. And then the biggest problem we got is inequality. That's the other reason why the market's going to crash. Because few people made all the money. Few people made all the money. What happened? All the CEOs, they went on, and instead of taking earnings and hire people and plow it back into the company and grow it and buy new equipment and buy new trucks, which means more people would have to be employed to build the new trucks. That didn't happen. Our economy didn't grow. That's why we're at 2%. Because instead of plowing the profits back into the company to buy stuff to get people back to work, instead, what do? We gave them we told them to take their profits and buy their own shares. And then they'd borrow another bunch of money to put with it to buy even more shares. Why? Because nobody was spending money. Because nobody was making money. Because we lost all our 28 million full-time jobs, went down to part-time jobs. 70% of all jobs created were part-time jobs. People weren't spending, so earnings were going down. And when earnings went down, the stock price goes down. They didn't want the stock price to go down, so they kept on pushing that stock price right back up. They pushed that stock market right off fake. They did it through QE, the borrowing of the money. So this is all ready to happen. If you don't believe me, go look at a chart and go back 9 months and tell me, why is it the first time in 9 months the market went up 200% and stopped? For 9 months it can't go any higher. Stop 200%. It's the same place where the borrowing of margin money stopped. The market can't go up anymore because they can't borrow anymore margin money. So we're getting so close. Join my gang and let's take advantage of this. Just please help St. Jude when we make some money. Join my gang today, right now. Phil's Gang, 877-600-GANG. Subscribe.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.